happy to be back with you. I know I have been MIA for a while. I get it. It has been the absolute crazy busiest 3 weeks of my life. I'm not even going to go into it. It's just too much to talk about. But I am so happy to be back with you crafting. Today is going to be a very short project. Each right now for the 5 months since May, I am doing what's called an in color club. And for my in color club, part of their package is I make them a handmade card with their color of the month. So I thought it would be fun to share with you the card that I made for my In Color Club for this month using the Poppin By bundle. Really cute, simple card, easy peasy to make. And also to just tell you what I've got coming up, because I finally was able to design the August Sweet Creation Club project. So I wanted to share those with you. I posted a sneak peek collage earlier today. I was so happy to finally be able to have some time to design them yesterday, and I can't wait to share them with you. For all you who are my club members, thank you so much for your patience as I'm navigating these busyness between the two houses the last several weeks, but I'm excited to share those with you and tell you too about the Poppin By paper crafting party that Melissa Faust and I are doing on Zoom at the end of July. All right. Hello, GN, Sarah, Paula. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so I'm going to turn my camera down, tell you what events are coming up. So I wanted to share with you the projects that I finally got to design last night. Now, I've already made projects using the other bee bundle, which for the life of me cannot think of it off the top of my head, but y'all know which one it is. And Stampin' Up! Came up with another bundle called Meant to Be. Now, if you're not familiar with the two bundles, the other bundle is a punch bundle, and I'm trying to see if I can see it. I don't see it right off the top of my head, otherwise I'd grab it for you. That one is a punch bundle, and it has a bee that is actually, I think, an in-between size. So if you have both bundles, you're going to have 3 different sizes of bees to play with. So this one includes the bundle for the feature bundle for the August Sweet Creations Club is using the Meant to Be bundle, and you're going to want to have the bundle. Because you're going to be die cutting using these wonderful hexagon dies as part of the projects that you'll be making. So you want to make sure have that bundle if you don't, or have a hexagon die set if you don't have the bundle. All right, so these are the projects that you'll be making as part of the August Sweet Creations Club. There's going to be 4 cards, and this one I'm going to open it up for you. It's just a really simple gatefold card here. I haven't made one of these in a long time. Just cute little inside there. Little fun there. And then there is, you can use it as a pocket card, or in this case, I used it as a gift card holder. So totally your option how you want to do that. And then just a cute little treat bag or box there. So the August Sweet Creations Club, the sign up for that, if you want to join my club on a monthly subscription basis, it is $43 a month. And that includes roughly each month about $25 in, well, $25 in product, and includes shipping to you. If you want to just try it for 1 month, you just want just the Cute as a Bee kit, you can get that on a 1-month basis for $48. So in the link I do have in the video description, you can find the link for my Sweet Creations Club and get more information there. Now the sign up does run through August 5th for this Cute as a Bee project kit. All right, now the next thing is I was telling you that Melissa Faust and I were super excited to host or co-host a paper crafting party called Poppin By Paper Crafting Party. And it's going to be featuring the bundle that we're going to use today in today's project, the Poppin By bundle. Such a cute, fun little bundle. And so we're going to have a Zoom party where it's going to be online on Wednesday, July 30th from 6 to 8 o'clock Central Time. So if you're in a different time zone, do the math. We're going to make 4 projects. Now, I didn't get a chance to make Melissa's projects, but I'm going to share with you mine. So these are my 2 projects. This is a little pop-up card. You got a little popcorn popping up, and then you can just tuck it back in right there. Just a cute little fun fold card, and then a cute little mini popcorn bucket for a little treat. And so we're going to play some games for prizes. Now, the cost is $65 shipped to you, has about $25, I think, in consumable products. We're also too, now if you've ever done like one of my mystery boxes, this is kind of similar to that in the fact there's going to be some fun surprise and delight things in there for you. I will tell you though, to get the most out of the cost is to join us live for the games and just the social time to be able to get together and craft and have an opportunity to play some games with prizes. So if you would like to sign up for that, sign up does close on Sunday, July 13th, and then I'm going to order on the 14th, and then I will ship them out. I think it was the 21st. I'm going to ship them out, maybe earlier. I'm going to get them out as soon as I can. All right. Hello, Mary. I see Dawn also joining us. Thank you. It has been a while. I have been so unbelievably busy, but I am super glad to be back with you. Okay. So today we're going to make this cute little card. This is, like I mentioned earlier, this is the card that I made for my In Color Club. Their color of the month is Darling Duckling. And so this is the handmade card that I made for them. Really easy card. If you're on my email list, as you know, you're going to get the project sheet for today's project. This is just a quick recipe card, basically showing you the measurements and the colors that I used and the supplies. So it is going to be featuring the Poppin By bundle. I'm also for my background red rectangle. I don't know if you can see it. I am using one of my favorite new die sets. It comes and goes so quickly because I think others love it too, and that is the Textured Notes dies. Really great set of rectangle dies there. And then I'm using the In Color Designer Series paper, which you get 8 sheets of each of the different colors. And I want to say this is my last Darling Duckling there. And then you've got Timid Tiger, Secret Sea. Oh no, here we go. I've got some more Darling Duckling there. Cloud Cover, what is that? Oh my goodness, Strawberry Slush. All right, so really fun set of colors. They are double-sided. They've got some different pattern prints. Love those florals there. All right, so I have already kind of gotten some of the items prepped ahead of time, but I am going to walk you through how to make this card today. So we're going to start off with a piece of Darling Duckling cardstock. It does measure 4 1/4 by 9 1/2, and then I just scored here at 5 1/2 inches. Really simple, 4 1/4 by 9 1/2, score at 5 1/2 inches to make my card base. And then I am going to put inside just a piece of basic white cardstock. This measures 4 by 5 1/4, and it's going to just lay right there. And then I'm going to put a piece of the In Color Designer Series paper. I'm going to use this side. And the reason I use this side is it looks like dripping butter. And I thought it would be perfect for this card today. So this piece measures 1 3/4 by 4 1/4. And it's just going to go right down there at the bottom of my card front. So let's go ahead. Let's get this glued down, and then we'll move on to the front of our card. Hello, Mary Alice. Great to be with you. It has been too long since I have been on a live. But we're finally settling in. We got our old house. It officially launched on the market today. We already had a showing. Really sweet couple with 2 kids. I'm like, fingers crossed they love the house and that they want to buy it, right? It would be a perfect home for a family. Absolutely. And we have some koi in our pond in the backyard at the old house. And so I was telling the kids, I was like, hey, while you're here, you're welcome. You can feed the koi. So hopefully they got a chance to do that. Okay, so there is our inside of our card. Now for the front, I used real red cardstock and the Textured Notes dies. It is this one right here, which is, nope, that's not the right one. It is the 3rd largest die that I used. And that is I'm just going to put it down right here. And then I have a piece of basic white cardstock. This piece measures 2 3/8 by 3 7/8. This piece is roughly 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. However, if you don't have the Textured Notes dies, you can always just cut that rectangle and real red cardstock. I'm going to do a little bit of stamping And I'm going to use the Darling Duckling ink. Now, the Darling Duckling ink is a little bit different than Daffodil Delight. It is a little more, I don't know, greenish, maybe a little more brownish, just a tinge maybe. And so what I'm going to do, and I did not get these out. Let me grab my stamp blocks. I forgot to get these little popcorn out and ready to go. So we're going to take these little popcorn kernels here, and we're going to just put them on our blocks. And what I'm going to do is I only want it to be kind of just a light in the background. So I'm going to stamp off on each of these. So I'm going to stamp in my Darling Duckling ink, and I'm going to stamp off just to get rid of some of that ink. And then I'm just going to add an angle, just put it right there. Do the same thing for the other one. And let's see, I think I have it right here. And then this one I'll do twice. Put one here, and then I will put one right there, just to kind of randomize it, give it a fun little background. Now, I want to also stamp my sentiment, which it is my favorite sentiment in this set, called No One's Better Than You. How adorable is that? So I'm going to stamp that in Memento Black ink, just here at the bottom. And hopefully I have it straight. If not, we will pretend it is straight. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. All right, then what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to stamp. And what did I do with my paper? I bet it's over here. Here we go. All right. So I'm just going to take some thick basic white cardstock, and I'm going to stamp. You have two options here, honestly. You can, to make your little popcorn bucket, you can either stamp your popcorn bucket twice like I like to do, and you can stamp it once in Darling Duckling ink, and then you can stamp it again in Real Red, and then just trim off the popcorn part. That's what I'm going to do. Or if you want, you can take Stampin' Write markers. This is perfect for using Stampin' Write markers because they're really best to use with red rubber. So if you have Daffodil Delight or you have Darling Duckling markers with a Real Red marker, you can certainly do that as well. So I'm just going to stamp it twice. That's the way I like it, to give it a little bit more dimension. So I'm going to stamp once in Darling Duckling, and then I'm going to clean off my ink pad. And I'm going to stamp again in Real Red. All right, and then what I'm going to do is we're just going to die cut these out using the little popcorn bucket right there. Now, I've already die cut them ahead of time. So I've got my Real Red and I have my Darling Duckling ready to go. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off on the Real Red part. I'm just going to go along, follow those scalloped edges, and trim off that popcorn part. And then I'm going to glue it right here on top. So I see Wendy was asking when I'm going to do a tour of my new craft room. Before I leave, I'll just do a quick swivel and I'll show you kind of what's behind me, even though it's kind of chaotic because I'm in the middle of getting ready to ship out the Sweet Creations Club project kits. But I'll do a quick one. Once I get kind of settled in, maybe I'll do like a more in-depth walkthrough of my new craft room. All right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to take these adorable, I got to find where they all went. They're all hiding. And I cut two sets. How could I have already lost two sets? That is weird. Oh, there they are. Okay. Okay, so we have two shoes. And we have the sunglasses, which to me are like, make this project. It is so cute. I love this. Add this little sunglasses on, this dude here, and add some little feet. But yes, I will do that for you, Wendy. Before I take off, I will just do a quick swivel to kind of show you around a little bit. All right, so I'm just gonna add these sunglasses right here. And then I'm just gonna add tiny little dabs right here on the feet of glue. Now these do take a moment to set up, so I'm just going to let that set up. Oops, I grabbed the wrong shoe. Let me grab the right foot. Or the left foot, I guess. That's what I'm missing. There we go. That's the right foot. Or the correct foot. Okay, so while that is setting up, my little popcorn guy is setting up, I'm going to glue on my background, or my popcorn piece with my sentiment. I'm going to glue it onto my real red rectangle. Put that right there. And then I'm going to take some dimensionals and we're going to pop this guy up and just put him right over the sentiment. All right, so then we're going to take this piece that we put together and we are going to pop it up with dimensionals. But because it is a fun fold card and there is some overhang, we're only going to do probably the top 2/3 in dimensionals so that we don't have dimensionals hanging out in midair. All right, so I'm just going to center this onto the card front. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some bling using the In Color pearls. I'm going to grab some of the Darling Duckling ones and just give it a little accent here. Like there's little popcorn popping in the air. One right there. All right, guys. So that is today's project using the Poppin By bundle with the Darling Duckling color today. Now I did want to share with you a couple of projects that my team made using this popcorn or Poppin By bundle. This was part of our swap, I think back in June. And this one was made by Beth Polatz, just a really cute little wrap that she did and for a little mini popcorn packet there. And then this one is another one made by my team member, Nathan. And right there, it's just a little gift card holder right there. So just super cute little way to other ways that you can use this bundle. All right, so Jan, I hope that it's, I don't know if it's the volume, if it's an issue for others or not. Hopefully it's not. So I was going to give you a quick tour here of my craft room. So I'm going to go back by. If you have any questions about today's project, just a quick reminder that project sheet is going to go out at tomorrow, 3 o'clock Central Time. And so if you're not signed up for my email list, easy to do that. Look in the video description and there is a link to sign up, totally free. And you can enjoy a free project sheet from me every Saturday. Okay, so here we go. I did this the other day, but it's a little more chaotic because I'm actually started using this space the last week or so. So right now, I have 2 big windows and I'm going to try. This may be totally crazy to do, but I'm going to unplug my overhead camera here. Go away. And let's see, I'm going to try to remove that. Hopefully you can still see me. Okay, cool. Oh, I don't know if you hear me though. I think I have to have my overhead camera in order for you to hear me. All right, so I'm going to try to take you. So right here, I've got some different inserts or built-ins for my Calyx units, and there's one of my windows that you can see there on the right. I got my shipping station. I have one spot just for my shipping. Further down is my cutting. And then at the back is my Calyx unit that y'all always saw behind me on my previous videos. And so it's kind of nice to have that for extra storage and display. And then there is my big island right there. Big old island. I think it's about a 4 by 7 foot island, which is amazing to be able to do stuff on. And then I do have a bathroom right behind me. It is a full bath. It's kind of small. And then I have a right there where you see the door next to those signs on the wall. That is my shipping closet where I can keep all of my shipping supplies, which is amazing. So, and then I'm going to try really, really hard, but this is difficult because of my camera. But there is one of my windows. And as you can see, I've got 2 really large windows. Hopefully I can do a better job walking around with my camera walking around with my iPhone and do a better video for you. All right, good. Okay, the sound is also garbled for Wendy and Paula. Let's fingers crossed that maybe as the YouTube video finishes processing, maybe it will be better. Fingers crossed. I hope so. All right. So guys, that is what I have for you today. Do remember that if you want to sign up for the Poppin By paper crafting party, that is a Zoom online event on July 30th. And that registration ends on this Sunday, July 13th. Why am I still stuck in June? All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you next Friday. Take care. Bye, guys.